This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Florida Gators. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Ready to kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Brown. There he goes. Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it. Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Got a man in the middle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Picks up the 1st down. Finding some room. Touchdown Cardinals. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Jones wants to throw it. Wilson open on the right side. Oh, he got loose. Makes the catch and he's free. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong.
Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the ball is loose on the return. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Makes a deep grab. Breaks free in the middle. The 20. Inside the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Louisville.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Finds his man. It's ball. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jones to throw. On the run, still looking. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Unloads quickly. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Breaks loose. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The run inside. It's Pryor. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And the Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Makes it past the marker. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Pulls it in. It's Foley.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Hand off, Isaac Brown. Might have a chance. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David. And going downfield for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Florida! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And they call this sudden change. And we talk about it up in the booth. We're hitting each other right here. Like, you got the turnover. First thing you want to do is be aggressive, take all of that momentum, and go capitalize. And what do, man? One play, a big passing play, a big answer, and big-time momentum gained in this football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. And they got it.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Gators right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Jones wants to throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. QB got it himself. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
The play action fake. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Dead center perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
On the move from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on him, they get that turnover.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running. And you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast. And the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Keeps it on the bootleg. Gets it to the back. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Gators! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the head.
Men, Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with a look at LSU in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Tigers in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver, having a lot of success.
And the Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll give it to Ball. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Jones to throw. Here's the pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll get rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. One more time, it's Brown. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Cardinals! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Jones wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Motion from the wideout. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This third down a little longer after that penalty. He's looking downfield to throw. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Wants to return it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. And the ball is free on the pitch.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Jones to throw. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking down the middle. Over the middle, complete to Wilson.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. You know, in a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Just keep slinging it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. third down following the sack by the D. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the fourth down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal.
Quick tempo here for the offense.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive.
And he's still running after the move. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Maybe a crease. And with that, he's got him set up with a first and goal as we get set to play on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. The Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Finds his big tight end. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. To the air on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Louisville calls its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on fourth down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive way up near the line of scrimmage.
There he goes!
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been